the fifth of the 7 Sunhawk myths. Tucanoo and Sunhawk lived on the floating log house while they waited for the waters to recede to go down. It was easy to get food. All they had to do was fish. Now Tucanoo, being an otter, loved his fish raw. But Sunhawk was used to having his dinners roasted, and he hated raw fish. After a time he said, "Tucanoo, don't we know anybody who has fire so I can eat my dinners roasted?"
"Well, I do know of a man who has fire. He is a great one. I cannot command him, but I could ask him."
The next day, Tucanoo dove off the floating log house, and after swimming for a bit, he dove down into the water so fast that it bubbled, and it's been bubbling there ever since. People in these days call it Soda Springs. Tucanoo dove so fast that the water bubbled, and then he went swimming underwater until he came to a cave underneath Mount Canocti. He swam through that underwater cave and came out at a house. He climbed up on the roof. The house belonged to the Skunk brothers, Mephete, a great one with a crippled leg, and his younger brother. The younger brother heard someone climbing up onto the roof of their house. He said, "Hey, are you blind? We have a door, you know." Mephete said, "Hush! When visitors come, you must be polite and welcome them." So the younger brother went up onto the roof, but when he saw it was Tucanoo, one of the great ones, he was afraid. He ran back into the house and said, "It's a great one, Mephete. You're a great one. You go welcome him." So Mephete limped up onto the roof. "Welcome, Tucanoo. How may we help you?"
"I've found a great one. He is cold and wet, and he wants his dinners roasted. I wonder if you could give me any fire."
"Yes, I could give you oak and manzanita coals." You know what oak is. Manzanita is a bush that grows very large up around Clear Lake, and it's the most beautiful wood. It's smooth, and it's dark magenta, red, mahogany, burgundy colored. It's just beautiful, and it burns beautifully with oak too. I could give you oak and manzanita coals.
"But I'm worried. How will I carry the fire as I swim back?"
We will make you a bark package, and then you must not look over your shoulder. You must not look back, and all will be well. Mephete and his younger brother made a bark package, put some oak and manzanita coals in it, fastened it to Tucanoo's back, and Tucanoo went swimming off. But he hadn't been swimming long before some of the water seeped in through the bark package, and psst, Tucanoo thought, "Oh no," and he looked over his shoulder, and then everything went out. He returned to the Skunk brothers and told them what happened. "Tucanoo, we told you you must not look back. You must just keep going forward." They made him a second bark package. Off he went, but he didn't look back. But then the bark package caught on fire, and there were flames leaping up on Tucanoo's back, and he looked over his shoulder just to put it out. He went back to the Skunk brothers and told them what happened. They said, "Tucanoo, you must not look back. You must keep going forward and believe that all will be well." They made him a third package. Off he went. He didn't look back. Flames! He didn't look back. And then the flames went out. Tucanoo thought, "Oh no, I didn't even look back and it went out." And he looked over his shoulder to see, and then of course everything went out. He again returned to the Skunk Brothers, and they said, Tukanoo, you must not look back. You must keep going forward. You must have faith. You must believe everything will turn out well. They made him a fourth package. Off he went. Psst, he didn't look back. Flames, he didn't look back. The flames went out, he didn't look back. By now, he had almost reached the floating log house. Sunhawk will be so disappointed if the fire has gone out. But he didn't look back. He reached the floating log house and climbed out. Oh, there were red-hot living coals in the bark package, and Sunhawk had roasted fish for that night's dinner. And that's the end of the 5th Sunhawk story.